Howl's Moving Castle is a wild, passionate, sometimes scary fantasy novel, and it's also a movie. And now it is a musical show at Seattle's Book It Repertory Theater. And we are thrilled this morning to have with us the actual composer and lyricist of the show, Justin Huertas, and the star of the show, Sarah Porkalab. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And congrats on the show.
Thank you.
As we mentioned here, Howl's Moving Castle, it is a book, it is a movie, now it is a musical. And talk a little bit about the concept of the musical in case people might not be familiar with that.
Totally, yeah. It's about a young woman named Sophie who unwittingly angers the evil witch of the waste. And so she curses Sophie and turns her into an old woman. So Sophie has to go on this journey to meet a bunch of characters and figure out how to change herself back into a young woman. Yeah, it's awesome.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, and through that, her perspective shifts and she learns things through being an old woman. It's really cool.
Wow. And Sarah, we were actually talking during the break here, and it sounds like, because, you are the star of this show, it sounds really demanding. You are up there the whole time. What has this been like for you?
It's been a marathon. It's been like training for a marathon. So much of the play is dependent upon pacing and how do we carry the energy from beginning to end. And as somebody who's on stage the majority of the time, I feel a huge obligation to keep those stakes high and the energy high and the story clear and concise for our audience.
Does that ever feel like a lot of pressure?
You know what? If you were talking to me 3 years ago, I would say yes. But though I do a lot of original work, and I actually have a one-woman musical where I am on stage for about the same amount of time that I wrote myself, and thankfully that has prepared me to do this role in a way that I'm really thankful for.
Congrats.
Thank you.
That's amazing. And Justin, just talking a little bit, speaking of writing things yourself, I don't think we've ever had a composer or a lyricist on the show.
Yes.
That is a lot to just I'm just going to write all these musical songs.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
It's pretty crazy. But the weird thing is it was surprisingly easy. The book has some really amazing language that's really singable. And I would just read through the book and find a phrase that I like and be like, oh my gosh, that is definitely a song.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
I just can't even imagine what that moment must be like. This is actually the first musical for Book It as well. So what is that like, kind of working on, the very first?
Oh, it was a really steep learning curve.
Yep.
Yeah, we learned a lot. We learned a lot by doing this with Book It, and it's awesome. And they're going to do more musicals, hopefully.
Oh, and it sounds like audiences are really responding well to the show.
Yeah, as far as we know. What's really great about this musical, too, is that it's so accessible for kids.
Oh, nice.
We really advise 10 and up, and it as a youth novel, to have families out there and to hear the kids laughing at jokes that adults aren't laughing at, and then the adults laughing at jokes that the kids aren't laughing at, it's just so exciting to hear and feel that it's so accessible for families.
Well, congrats on the show. It sounds like, your stars are shining. So just congrats, and I'm so excited to see where else, the theater world and the entertainment world take you guys.
Thank you.
And by the way, we are thrilled that Book It is offering 4 free tickets to see Howl's Moving Castle. The performance is Saturday, December 9th at 7:30. If you want to win tickets, head to our Q13 Fox Instagram page. Howl's Moving Castle is selling out, so you need to see this. You got to act now. You can get tickets at bookit.org. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us, Liz.
Appreciate it.